Well, in IDF, I'm chairing the steering committee, and IDF is a nice initiative trying to connect the insurance industry with the public sector, especially the United Nations and the World Bank, trying to give a better profile in insurance and making sure that the public sector is aware that the added value of insurance in the challenge that they are facing has to be taken in consideration. Beside that, I share also a large insurance company based in Switzerland, quite international, called Zurich Insurance Group. I think one of the key elements of the private sector, and by the way, it doesn't need to be totally limited to the private sector, is introducing a level of transparency about the risk. You know, we have a lot of people, actuaries, mathematicians, people analyzing this risk, modeling this risk, and that's one of the key elements which is sometimes missing in the risk that we speak. We speak about risk on this planet without always knowing what we refer to. And one of the key elements of the insurance industries in particular, but the private sector globally, is to introduce transparency by introducing this modeling and just explaining a little bit better what are really the risks. And once they are well explained, they can be addressed. And the way to address them is definitively to know them. You cannot address a risk if you don't know it. You know, this disconnection between public and private appears a little bit ridiculous when you are facing the challenge that the planet is facing. I know there is a public sector, I know that there is a private sector. To be honest, it's always driven by human beings. So I think in front of the large challenges, this kind of connection needs to happen naturally. So that's really a deep request. I think we cannot solve that on one side without seeing what is happening on the other side. I know that politics is a difficult science. Some people tend to say, you know, in my mathematical background, we express that politics is the science of the possible. So we need definitively also to have a good connection with the people, the policy makers, but contribute as much as we can. But we need to do that together. So we need to be transparent. We need to share the same target. And we need to do that in a way which is very, very focused. Because we are, to be honest, we are not too far from, maybe not 5 to midnight, but 10 to midnight for sure. I do see the private sector getting each time more aware about what we can do, not speaking too much about the way in which we report what we do, but do what we have to do, and do that in a way which is, if I may say, a little bit more harmonious among the planet. So not North doing things, South complaining, not South doing, North complaining, but doing things all together for the interest of what we are, which is humanity.